Hey everybody, I'm NATALIE PASQUARELLA. This is News 4 Now for Thursday, March 14th. First up, a quick look at your weather. It will be mild again tonight. Tomorrow, we will see some scattered showers in the afternoon, but highs will hit the 60s. Now to your news. One of the bosses of New York's notorious Gambino crime family has been murdered. Francesco Franky Boy Cali was shot 6 times outside of his home on Staten Island last night. Police say he tried to take cover behind his Escalade as a shooter fired a dozen rounds before taking off in a blue pickup. The 53-year-old was a top figure in the crime family that became a household name under John Gotti back in the 80s. But Cali's only conviction came a decade ago when he pleaded guilty in an extortion plot to build a NASCAR track on Staten Island. Workers at the deli where he used to get bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches say they couldn't believe it when they saw the papers this morning.
He didn't come in and say, I'm the boss of a mafia family. He came in and said, I want an egg sandwich. So he's just like any other guy that came in for a sandwich.
Manhattan could be getting a little bigger under an ambitious plan to fight climate change in the city. Mayor de Blasio unveiled a $10 billion proposal to build a new strip of land out into the East River today. It would go from the Battery to the Brooklyn Bridge and would be almost as wide as 2 football fields. The mayor says the barrier should protect Lower Manhattan from flooding, which could be a daily problem by the year 2100 without action. And check out this video. The Twitter user who posted it claims it shows a New Jersey transit bus on the move with a door jammed open. Geo Blumen told News 4 that the bus was packed, with all seats filled and people standing. NJ Transit says it's looking into it. The husband of Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice was released from prison today, but he's not out of federal custody. Joe Giudice was immediately turned over to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, where he could face deportation to his native Italy. The 46-year-old father of 4 was serving a more than 3-year sentence for fraud and failing to pay about $200,000 in taxes. We're going to end on a happy update today. A couple has now been reunited with the wedding rings they lost during a road trip back from New York. Kimberly Reggianini's rings fell out of their car at a rest stop as she and her husband Peter were heading back to Massachusetts last month. The couple took to social media trying to find them, and a Connecticut state trooper looked through hours of surveillance footage to find some leads. Luckily, he was able to track down the rings, which he returned to the happy couple.
This is insane that these are on my finger right now.
That's all for News 4 Now, but keep on watching for more on that mob murder on Staten Island. I'm NATALIE PASQUARELLA. Thanks for checking in.
An NYPD sergeant arriving on scene at Hilltop Terrace last night. You can hear the faint scream of a woman in the background. Police say alleged Gambino mob boss Frank Cali was home with his family when at around 9:20 he went outside, had a conversation with an unknown man, and moments later was dead on the ground.
Mr. Cali was struck several times by gunfire. In trying to elude additional gunfire, fled to the rear area of his private vehicle, and somebody probably thought he was run over, but it was more that he was trying to get underneath the truck to elude gunfire.
A close-up look at Cali's white Escalade shows what appears to be a bloody handprint on the back of the SUV. Police say he had been shot 6 times. The entire incident caught on surveillance video. Investigators say a blue pickup truck sped away after the shooting.
You said it's a blue pickup truck that was doing the shooting? That's possible.
Meanwhile, the neighborhood was shocked to hear of a possible hit involving a mob boss, the likes of which hasn't happened in decades.
What does that prove? What is it going to solve? What's going to come out of this? Just more violence.
So you saw this picture?
We saw this picture, yeah, and I said, oh my God, this is one of the customers that come in here.
The workers at the Hillside Gourmet Deli couldn't believe what they read in the papers. They had no idea the man who often came in to order a bacon, egg, and cheese was a head of the Gambino crime family.
He'll come in here like a normal customer, and he was very polite. I mean, I feel for the family, but we don't know what he did in order to get shot.